Welcome to the All the Stuff podcast, where we jam about money, clutter, and food, and the real stuff under this stuff. Join me, Lisa Carpenter, your resident food coach, along with my co-hosts, money coach Jen Terrell and clutter coach Lisa Sharp, as we help you release what's weighing you down and heal your relationship with food, money, and clutter from the inside out.
Hi, and welcome to today's episode of All the Stuff. I am Jen Terrell here with Lisa Carpenter and Lisa Sharp to talk about all the stuff, food, money, and clutter. And we're doing a really quickie episode where we each give our top 3 tips for the holidays in each of our areas. Lisa Carpenter, go.
Oh my gosh. Quick. Toss out to me right away. I'm like, what? It's my turn? Okay, so one of the big tips that I want to tell people is when it comes to holiday eating, I want you to do a week overview. You really need to be able to lay out, like, what does your week look like? How many parties do you have? What events are you going to? So that you can kind of navigate. Like, if you know you're going to be eating out 3 or 4 times and you're going to be at parties, what do you need to do to take care of yourselves on the days that you're not at those parties? Okay. Tip number 2 is when you know you've got those days where you're going to be eating extra foods, you're going to be getting into the butter tarts or the rum balls or whatever it is your thing is. Make sure that you start out with a healthy breakfast. Remember that just because you make, one unhealthy choice or unhealthier choice doesn't mean you ruined your whole day, but really be mindful of the foods that you're eating the rest of the day. Try and make sure that you're getting in your healthy proteins and your healthy fats. And, the last tip I think I will say, well, I've got 2. One is really pick your poison. We talked about this in another episode. Only eat the things you really like. So if you don't really like the crappy cookies, don't eat the crappy cookies, but have the, whatever that Aunt Susie made that you love that only comes out on Christmas. Have one of those, but again, you don't need to gorge yourself, and really think about your portion control, right? Christmas will be back next year. The holidays will be back around next year. You do not need to eat like you're going into hibernation for the next 6 months and that you'll never see Christmas again. So really make sure conscious choices matter. Pick your poison and focus on portion control. You really can't go wrong. Move away from the food table. I'm like rapid fire here. I've got so many tips.
Yeah.
Watch your alcohol consumption.
Yeah.
Don't, you can drink so many calories. Just be mindful, be conscious. That's the biggest tip I can give you. Don't guilt yourself. Don't shame yourself. Choose the things you really love and let go of the rest. It's not don't create holiday mayhem.
Awesome.
Okay.
Lisa Sharp.
Oh, amen. Great, sister. And the alcohol is not only the empty calories, but then it's like you're whipping out your Visa card, you're buying more stuff, you're eating more stuff, you're doing all kinds of crazy stuff because your inhibitions are lowered. So let's ixnay on the alcohol. I never knew Pig Latin. Okay, so 3 tips. Oh my gosh, I was the one that actually said that we were only going to do 3, and now I'm like, oh, but there are so many. Okay, so 3, quick and dirty. Don't bring extra clutter into your house, and also getting it back out. Okay, so first thing is, when you start bringing stuff into the house, it'll look like crazy town. You have all these extra boxes, you have the wrapping paper, you have all the extra stuff. So as packages come into your house, especially in this age of online ordering, that's the only way I shop. I just have a UPS is hi, Lisa. So, they're constantly coming to my house. So one of the habits that I do myself that I encourage my clients to do is to break down the boxes immediately and have a file for all of your receipts. So it doesn't actually literally have to be a file. It can just be an area. It can be in a drawer. It can be in a big envelope. It doesn't really matter. You can stick it to the fridge if you want to. Just have one area for all of your receipts, both the things that you're buying for other people, and if somebody buys you a gift and that you have they give you a gift receipt and you might want to return it, keep all of those things together. Oh my word, you will save so much time and energy on this. because it really sucks to get some present that maybe it was the wrong size, the wrong color, you didn't like it, whatever, and you have the opportunity to return it, but then you don't because you can't find the receipt, or you only get partial credit because you don't have the receipt, and you return it to the store, and then you're like beholden to buy something at some store that you wouldn't normally want to shop at anyway. So, that'll kind of keep the clutter from accumulating. So getting rid of the packaging immediately and recycling everything as much as humanly possible. Definitely always having the receipts, and really trying to remember to not get into that mindset of it's Christmas, I'm just going to go crazy, because you have to live with this stuff year round. So, it feels good to buy. We're getting that endorphin hit from buying things, all the new. But the aftermath of that can be really overwhelming, and it really detracts from the joy of just receiving a few things. If you have a whole new closet worth of stuff, then you probably wouldn't appreciate it than if you got like the one nice cashmere sweater that you wear the hell out of for the next 10 years. So just keeping, going again for quality over quantity always in your purchasing of other people's, gifts for other people, and also not doing too much of the one for you and one for me when you're shopping.
Awesome. I think that's great. Okay. And for money, a lot of people do make a present budget. Some people do. If you don't, I'd say give it a go this year. Look at how much you want to spend overall on everybody, and then try to figure out how much you're going to spend on each person. I also like to be kind of boring with gifts. So my family members who love my children, a lot of them this year are getting things that have something to do with my children, either their Redbubble art site that they sell their own art on things, or photos of them, or, something to do with my kids is the immediate family. I think that can help a lot, having kind of a focus. I'm not saying you should assume everyone loves your kids as much as you do, though. Maybe they want something else. For myself, I'm actually helping to guide presents to myself. Like right now, I'm on Goodreads. I do a lot of Audible books, and I go through my premium membership in much less than a year. So I love Amazon gift cards because that means I can read anything I want. I also guided my husband. Someone asked in the group the other day, Jen, did you replace those Converse shoes? I did not. I'm ashamed to say, but I sent my husband the exact ones I wanted, and I was like, buy these for me for Christmas.
Good.
As well as the silver band for my Alta, because I really love my Alta, but I don't love the plastic band. So I was like, here's some things that I want. And that way there will be things that I won't throw away or won't not use. So you can use your Amazon wish list if you want to guide other people to what you want for yourself and your children. I know it's nice to get surprised, but sometimes that really helps, and it also can help establish the mood for keeping the cost maybe a little lower within family groups and stuff. Just like, my kids really don't need anything huge this year. They have a iPod or, whatever. Let's just do something like this. Let's, encourage reading in everyone. I actually love books for Christmas and giving people books in the way that they like. The other thing I want to talk about is parties. Lisa mentioned this with the food. I also want to mention this with money, because often if you go to parties, you bring something. Like, how many bottles of wine are you buying to bring to parties, or how many bouquets of flowers or chocolates or whatever you're bringing to be a good guest. Figure that out. Map it out a bit. And if you are the one hosting the party, how much are you going to spend on the parties? And can you potluck instead? Can you do Christmas dinner as a potluck? We just did Thanksgiving dinner as a potluck for the first time at my house. And I was like, this is brilliant. I cooked the turkey. I did some roasties and a pie that I bought. I actually did not slave over the stove all day, which normally if I host, I do. So either going to a potluck Christmas dinner instead of not bringing anything, or hosting yourself, having other people bring things, maybe encourage people to kind of help with that. And I think a lot of people, since the recession, there was this sudden move to frugality, which made it okay to say, I don't want presents and I don't want to have to buy people presents. It's been a few years from then. I think that we're kind of getting out of that, but I think it is still okay to be like, I'm really saving up for a down payment on a house. I'm trying to do these different things, and we'd really like to keep the presents on the down low. Let's put a dollar limit or something. So those are my 3 tips are to, let's see, did I do more than 3? I think I had helping people buy things for you that you actually want, planning out what you're bringing to other people's gifts as house gifts and stuff, planning out what you're buying for everyone, and encouraging people to keep it a little saner than instead of going crazy.
It's really time to bring the holidays back to what they're supposed to be about, which is slowing down, taking care of yourself, spending time with people you love. It's not about the stuff. It's not about all the stuff. It's not about the money, the food, the extra clutter. And it's really like bring it back to what you really want it to mean for you, how you want to feel in the season, and start making choices that support that instead of just numbing out and trying not to feel your feelings. So I kind of really love this quick and dirty episode. Maybe we should do a few more of these.
Speed round.
Cool.
Because we're going to wrap it up right now because we are the time limit. So
we are. So if you are listening on iTunes, please leave a review, subscribe, and share it with your friends.
And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel and leave a comment below. Do you have any other suggestions that would help people kind of keep the holidays sane? Let us know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to hear your favorite holiday tips over in our All the Stuff podcast Facebook group. Come over and let us know what you think. What are you doing?
And have a happy holiday.
Happy holidays.
Happy holiday, everyone.
Celebrating. And we will be back.
See you in the new year.